I mean, obviously I prepared this talk about 2 weeks ago, but I was thinking about it this morning, and there's 2 things came to mind. Firstly, like, disclaimer, I don't know what's going to happen with Brexit, and Brexit is this enormous kind of like sprawling thing that, you know, there's not many things you can sort of point at and go like, right, that's Brexit, and obviously we're going to get, in whatever, 9-10 days time, we're going to get an announcement from Theresa May that we're triggering Article 50, you can sort of point to that and go, oh, that's Brexit, and then in 2 years' time we'll actually leave the Union, that's Brexit. But it's more than that, it's this kind of huge, febrile, confusing, sprawling animal, and it's really just this new context that we're all fumbling our way through. And so, you know, the reason I brought in the context is that to a certain degree, those are, you know, that's part of the raw materials out of which Brexit is going to be built. And secondly, climate change is in a funny position. It's, you know, in contrast to some of the challenges that have been outlined for other areas of environmental protection, in terms of foods, natural environment, biodiversity, climate change actually has greater protection at domestic level. So in 2008, the UK passed the Climate Change Act. It's the world's first bit of domestic legislation, something that, you know, we can be very proud of as a country, that commits the government legally to meeting self-imposed carbon budgets all the way through to 2050. Right? So we need to cut, the Act requires us to cut 80% carbon emissions in 1990 by 2050, which is not enough, but it's a good start. And if the government doesn't do that, you know, they can be taken to court. So that's one thing. And then, of course, late last year, the Parliament in the UK ratified the Paris Agreement from late 2015. So we're now internationally committed as well to working together with other countries to ensure that global temperatures do not rise by more than 2 degrees. So at least relatively speaking, actual climate here in the UK is better protected than perhaps other issues. So the fallout of those 2 reflections for me is that in some ways the greatest threat that Brexit presents to climate action is the fact that it gobbles up parliamentary time, completely dominates the public conversation, it hugely distracts politicians from the climate issue, from backbenches all the way up into cabinet, and it, you know, it places these incredible demands on an already depleted civil service. I mean, they've already had 25% of their staff cut over the coalition years. They're now being asked to run the country and renegotiate our relationship with the entire world, and also, by the way, communicate about climate change. It's just, it's so vast, and, you know, resources needed to actually tackle each of these very complicated and interlinking issues is you know, it's serious. And at the same time, we're cutting staff and, you know, climate staff in the Foreign Office, etc. So, you know, to sum that up, basically Brexit is an enormous distraction from the increasingly urgent task of accelerating the rate at which we are decarbonising the UK. And I think we're beginning to see bits of this already since forming the new government. Theresa May's government's now been in for less than a year. They've already twice delayed the snazzily titled Emissions Reduction Plan, recently renamed the Clean Growth Plan, I think. But basically, it's the thing the government has to come up with to meet the carbon budgets. You know, this is something they are legally required to do. They've been putting it off since 2011, so it's, you know, going on 6 years late. And the current government is just carrying on that fine tradition of saying it will be here in 3 months, and then 3 months later saying it will be here in 3 months. So, you know, that work isn't being done. We're not seeing it being done. There are massive policy areas, transport, heating in particular, which basically, to all intents and purposes, being untouched, at least in terms of what's constantly available. So we are left with, you know, very little certainty about what the government is actually going to do in response to climate, and we don't have a huge amount to go on. And so really the decisions that are going to be made over the next year or two will have huge importance for the direction of travel for the increasingly rapid decarbonisation we need to see over the next couple of decades. So we need to take big chunks out of carbon emissions over the next couple of decades. So decisions that get made now are really key. I mean, what we're doing about it, it's a 10-10 approach to dealing with this situation that we obviously have no control over. Is draws on our USP, if you want to call it that, of just getting stuff done. So we are going to carry on giving people reasons to talk about and get involved in climate solutions. And yeah, sure, we get our work, as I said before, is somewhat eyewashed by what the government did. So we're being maybe a little bit more strategic in terms of making those projects more resilient. But ultimately, we act to give people the opportunity to participate in climate solutions. And by getting on with making them happen, no matter what, and by telling the stories of the local benefits that those projects create, we've got a community here that came together, built something itself, is taking money from selling electricity from those solar panels, putting it into local community projects, right? By telling people stories about those local benefits, by telling people stories about the collective action involved in achieving those, we can send a clear message to government, which is that we are taking action on climate solutions, and so you must. And I think without that, without that desire that we show as a public for action on climate change, we can't guarantee that it's going to happen. Right? There's no guarantee that it's going to happen. Policy, what was the saying? Policy is what policy does, right? We have a climate change act, it doesn't mean they're going to follow it. So we need to tell them we'll be watching. Now, what are some of these climate solutions? Maybe I'll just quickly run through some things that we're working on. So this is a picture from a project we're running up in North Wales called Energy Local. So we're working to pilot basically a completely new method of local communities being able to buy renewable electricity, clean electricity directly from local renewable generators. So people in the town of Bethesda in North Wales can, 100 of them in this pilot, can buy their electricity directly from a generator running from a stream nearby. That's very exciting. This is a picture from our Blown Away campaign. So we're currently standing up for onshore wind, which, as I said earlier, has suffered from these policy changes. So it's been massively undermined and blocked. As are renewables more broadly. So we're standing up for renewables, we're inviting lots of people in to join us. And we've got some really exciting new stuff that I can't really talk about now because it may not happen, but we think it will really well. And in a few months' time, we'll be working out some really interesting projects. So I think I'll stop there because there's other people to talk and there's more to do. My two actions, right, so they're quite easy really. The little one is super easy, just sign up to our campaigns. Sign up to the Blown Away campaign. It's a really important campaign to get behind. It's so important that we win the argument. We are going to win the argument one day, but let's win it sooner rather than later on the value of renewables to the UK and what it can bring. Let's not lock ourselves into fossil fuel infrastructure for the next 20 years. And a bigger action is go out and find out if there's a community energy group near you. Community energy groups are amazing things. They are these incredible cultural and economic assets that just completely reframe the way people can understand, engage with and benefit from clean energy. So they can do so much work for us in terms of persuading the general public that this is something that they can benefit from, and if you get behind climate action then you're joining the winning side. So I will leave it there. Thank you very much.